I need the spark of inspiration. He said right after making a bard subclass.
Alright, so we're up there.
On Twitch? Or TikTok?
Well, is it up on Twitch? I haven't looked at the Twitch yet.
I'm not seeing it on TikTok yet.
I haven't started TikTok yet.
Twitch
Twitch is
is up.
up and running.
Yep.
Alright. So that. Alright, so I can see that. But now let's go over here. Oh, I need to turn off my anime.
The naked chicken chalupa being back has me like.
What are you watching?
Gate.
I have that same commercial on TikTok.
Yeah, that one just. Shut up! I was watching Gate. A magical portal opens up in Japan, and the guy that is the hero of the day from this happens to work for the Defense Force, and he's also an otaku. Just fanboy. And he seems to fail, and he fails upwards. The entire show, he's failing upwards.
Isn't that how it always goes?
Pretty much.
It sounds almost. Did you ever read the webcomic Mega Tokyo?
No.
I was on that forum for the longest fucking time. But the webcomic, there's a couple of American otaku that just get interested and go to Tokyo, and things are more anime than they're supposed to be.
Jumped on quick. How y'all doing? Alright. Now there's... I need to move all of my cameras like next to each other. I mean... That way...
That would help you.
That would help me immensely. I wonder if I can attach that. Yeah! That almost
You're
works.
coming through clear.
That almost works, except now I can't see my screen because the shit's all in the way. How y'all doing tonight? 10 people. Hey, Blake. Yeah, it's it. I'm having fun in that game. I'm having a lot of fun in that game.
Oh god, why is it still... Okay.
What?
You're coming through clear on TikTok. We can hear ourselves if we have that up.
Okay.
So,
Good. 11 people. Hi. How y'all doing? Okay. Yes. My lives are in color. I've got to show this beautiful beard off every now and then. All right.
oh, and depending on how...
you have the majestic beard.
I just trimmed mine down recently.
So, all right. Oh, that's not going to stay there very long because it's going to bug me. Now it's sitting crooked. So, how y'all doing tonight?
No.
Oh, somebody gave me something. What is that? Confetti thingy? That's cool.
Confetti cannons.
Because, there it goes. To make sure that worked. So, can anyone roll up a barbarian that believes his music makes him immortal? You can do that as long as the barbarian's name is Elvish Presley. Because I'm a king, baby.
So, I was just looking.
Oh, thank you.
We hit 8,000 last night on TikTok.
We hit 8,000 people on TikTok. That is amazing.
Have you looked today? Because you're already at 82.25.
82.20. No, last I looked, it was still under 81. Oh, wow. Only 2,000. Less than 2,000 to go.
You're already climbing in TikTok again, and we finally hit 200.
And we 200. Oh yes, 200. Let's go ahead and take care of that right now. See, those of y'all that are in my just on TikTok, y'all missing out because this is a Hey, wait. Ooh, send a mic. Thank you. Thank you. Now this is a giveaway I'm doing just for my Discord for these beautiful set of dice. Can y'all see that? That's nice reds and blues. I call this my Spider-Man set. And this is going out to a lucky person on Discord because we hit 200 on Discord. And I'm about to hit the button to randomize it. Where'd it go? Somebody's got a bird. Alright, let's see. Format data. Alright, so the first thing we're going to do, I'm going to roll a D6 or D4. What should I roll, a D6 or D4?
D12, they don't get enough love.
D12, yeah. That works. Alright. So that's going to determine how many times I hit the randomization button. Because right now they're all in alphabetical order.
Discord server details are in the AMDM bio.
Ooh, I'm going to hit that randomization 12 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
And more roses from
9.
Fangbjorn.
Fangbjorn's giving you all the love.
11, 12. Okay. We have a winner.
And the winner is?
To be announced after this commercial. No. Our products are brought to you by InFreeze Productions.
A decent commercial.
Freeze Productions and Demon Dice.
And Demon Dice. And soon to be another. We have another individual come to play, so to speak. I'm double checking to make sure this person's that I didn't screw up or on something, because it's a weird looking name. First. And nope, okay. Machine.gmc is the winner. So congratulations, Machine. You are the machine!
Look at that. You've been around 14 days and you already won a prize.
Congratulations! So, I've got you set up, friend. You need to contact this machine and let us know. Of course, you're not online right now, of course.
We can ping him.
And I sent him a quick note. Or her, I don't know. It doesn't tell me in there. I sent them a quick note.
There you go.
So yes, that's what happens in the next one's going to be a little more drawn out. And I won't have to... I did a lot of typing today. That sucks.
I did a lot of heavy labor today.
That sucks even more.
Not really. It was a really good day.
Well, yeah, I saw that you had a good day on it. But,
just Dan sent you
I
the figure.
am well. How what? Somebody say, what were you saying?
Just Dan sent you a finger heart. And someone was just asking about Ghost Rider.
Ghost Rider. Okay,
I have
there's
a
the finger
picture
heart.
of him.
That's so. Oh, Ghost Rider PC or subclass for a campaign. Oh well. I guess we can put that in the homebrew section.
Patreon.
As a possible. And we have. Who are you telling that to?
Everybody.
Oh, everybody. Yeah, we do on the Patreon. We do homebrews. We have a homebrew master in our Discord group that homebrews them up, and we post that in our Patreon, and they get it for Patreon gets it for a week. Is that what we decided?
A week or 2 weeks before it hits our Discord.
So we let our Patreon members get early access to it, and then it comes over to our Discord about a week later and gets done that. And eventually, we will gather these all up and probably put them in a book. I haven't talked to Tormy about this yet, but put them all in a book and maybe put them on like the DM's Guild or something like that.
Nice.
With Tormy's name all over it.
We will have to create.
We will talk about that.
That has inspired ideas.
We'll put all the Patreon supporters in it also.
Each one will have. Each one that I have built for us will have who sparked the idea first as the inspiration.
Are you keeping track of that already?
I'm gonna have to.
Well, luckily most of them have been me.
Well, there was. Oh man.
No, I don't know how many he's done private.
Did you see that new set that
Guess you'll wait for
Mono built for my rogue last night? Did you see the set that he built?
Okay, I'm trying to go back and see what some making sure I'm not missing something on the TikTok. How you doing? 20 people. Whoa, how are y'all doing? My God, welcome. Welcome to the TikTok.
You were at 22.
Was it 22? And we lost someone. Now we are talking about Ghost Rider the original with the horse or with some kind of machine. Well, if we're doing it for D&D, it would have to be with the horse. I guess it would depend on. I guess. Okay, here's off the top of my head. This is off the top of my head how I would build Ghost Rider right now. If I had to build the character without thinking about it, I would go Oath of Vengeance Paladin. That would be where I would start on it. Yeah, and flesh it out from there.
And then either a Warlock or Sorcerer to back that up.
Because, yeah, you could do the Well, no. I wouldn't even go full warlock. I would at least get something like a couple of feats. One of them would be probably spell sniper, where you get the extra spell and double the range on it, and choosing the spell Eldritch Blast, and maybe even Arcane Initiate to get a couple of cantrips and to get the cantrips.
You can get the invocations off of a feat now.
Oh. So
yeah.
I would build Oath of Vengeance Paladin with a couple of feats and do it. Using a chain flail. That's exactly what I would... That's how I would do it. Well, I'm glad you made the stream. And it's going good. And we're down to 17. We're losing them like flies.
They're popping in and out.
Yeah, well, that's... Lives are like that.
Burning Soul Stare, start with Hold Person or Hold Monster, and then... one of the other spells.
Oh, see, I haven't touched. I just dabble in 3.5 now. I haven't really done that in quite a while. Yeah, you could come up with a new Penance Stare spell. I think it'd be best to base it off of a spell that's already there and just kind of reword it a little bit. So, what spell that's already there? Could we do that?
Hey, Freeze joined us.
Yep. Our sponsor joined us. Welcome, Freeze. Welcome.
You made a commercial.
You were at a commercial.
Yeah, I had a commercial for you and everything.
I've been dealing with my busted ass car all day.
Oh, yeah, that sucks.
You got a couple of weird ones. Go make me get my 3.5 books are up on the shelf. I had to get mine out last week. I was because I couldn't remember what spells do in 3.5.
That is a fun game, though. You got to admit.
I'm having a blast in that game.
You bring up 3.5 books. I look to my right, and there's just a stack that's like 2 feet high of them.
When it comes to 3.5 books, I have 1, 2, 3, 4. I have 5 of them in a module. I have the Return of the Temple of Elemental Evil as the module. I have the Forgotten Realms campaign setting book. I have the core Monster Manual, DMG, and Player's Handbook, and I have a Fiend Folio.
So, you want to go 5 books up.
Uh-oh, Freeze is going all robotic on us tonight.
Please don't fall down that flight of harmonicas.
You would need like I said, I would look at all of the spells that were currently available for that Penance Stare and maybe see which one would be the closest to it. And you might have to mesh some. Of course, it all depends on which Ghost Rider you go with. You want Johnny Blaze or Reyes? Or one of the other ones?
Wish you could filter these goddamn spells by damage type.
I think you can under tags. Danny Ketch. Good night, Charlotte. Noble. It's Ghost Rider 2099. That's it. He's Warforged. That solves the problem with the fire. His head's always on fire.
There's reactors in his head.
I love the entire 2099 series.
I have not read any of the 2099 series.
2099 was great. Well, I wasn't a fan of the X-Men, but I was a fan of my biggest fan of was the Doom 2099. That was great.
I think I have your combination of spells.
Combination of spells.
Unfortunately, it would be a very it would be no. Go with this one.
Punisher was cool.
Psychic Scream and Hold Monster as one. Wait, Psychic Scream is another 9th level. Okay, Phantasmal Killer and Hold Monster together would make Penance fair.
Phantasmal Killer and Hold Monster. Yeah, 29. Yeah, the Spider-Man 2099 is the only one that you aren't really going to get info on. The other ones just kind of fell out. And
I'll be right back.
Alright.
You do it.
Warforged Monk based on the Mortal Kombat Cyborg Ninja Sector. I don't know who Sector is. I haven't played that far into the Mortal Kombats.
Wasn't Sector the one with the, rotary blades in its stomach?
See, I hit, let's see. I don't remember which one. God, I want to say 4 was the last one I played. I think.
I think it was in, 5? I think he was in 5. I don't remember.
But
I think I've only personally owned one of the games, and then everything else has been other friends.
My problem is I suck at fighting games. Just hands down. I'm fairly coordinated, but I cannot get the button combinations, and I don't take the time to practice. So when I play those games, I'm a button smasher. Which can work fine against the computer itself.
Also, just go play Smash Brothers. Literally what that game is for.
Yeah. Actually, there was one fighting game I absolutely loved. And that's because the controls on it sucked. And my friends who were all into Tekken and Mortal Kombat and Street Fighter and every other fighting game that was out at the time hated it. Killer Instinct, yeah. War Gods had shitty controls, bad lag between button responses. So if you went through and knew combos and you hit those buttons and those combos like you were playing Tekken or any of these other games, it was not going to work for you because you had to slow down and hit those buttons. It wasn't a fast man's control. And because they didn't slow down and I wasn't fast enough, I could pull off the combos in that game. It was amazing. I loved that game. I think it was for the... It may have been for the GameCube. But I'm not sure.
It was back in the days of the arcade.
Altered Beast. Oh. All-time favorite game. Altered Beast is my all-time favorite game. It was about...
We're going with all-time favorite game. You gotta go with Final Fantasy Tactics.
Oh man, no. No. Sorry. You can't be in the club anymore. Nah, Final Fantasy was fun. I got burned out on Final Fantasy. And Final Fantasy Tactics, I just couldn't get into it. Golden Axe. See, you got all the good game. Golden Axe is amazing. I actually downloaded it for my PlayStation. All the old side scrollers like Golden Axe and Altered Beast, and me and my kids sat down in an afternoon and just did nothing but play these old side scroller arcade side scrollers style. Oh my god, it was so much fun. Double Dragon, the arcade version of Ninja Turtles. Fuck the underwater version on the Nintendo.
I mean, the underwater on the Nintendo was still better than any of the handheld games.
That is true. But it still was one of the suckiest underwater things.
The handheld sucks so bad.
I don't think I know I had a Game Boy when it came out, and I know I had games for it, but I can only remember playing 2 of them. One of them was, of course, Tetris, and the other one was a Spider-Man game. Those are the only 2 I remember playing on the Game Boy.
Was that the flat pack one where you were climbing the buildings, or was that the attempt at 3D where you were swinging from building to building and couldn't control shit?
I remember there was a roller coaster I was fighting Venom on. I think it was a side scroller.
First level, you're going up like 2 or 3 buildings side by side.
Dude, that was 20 some odd years ago. I'm lucky to remember I had a Spider-Man game. That was like 92, 93? No. Probably closer to... See, I had that when I was doing security. So yeah, that was 92, 93.
Oh, back in your...
that was more than 20 years ago.
Yeah, back in my day.
Back in the days when you were...
I'm 30 and I was born in 91.
Back when I say I had a Game Boy, I had the first Game Boy. It's
the green screen and gray box.
that you had to put had the light on it with the magnifying lens and oh yeah.
Oh man, you paid the extra then to get the extra magnifying. With
Oh
the
yeah.
light?
Oh yeah. I had adult money at that time.
The controlling duck.
Yeah, that was a. And I was jealous because the guy I worked with had the Atari Lynx. And the Atari Lynx was a fucking nice game system.
That might be true, but you couldn't kill, or you couldn't maim one of your friends with it like you could with the Game Boy.
That's true. That is very true.
And it still works after.
Yep. That game was built to take a beating and last.
Everything up to the GameCube had the durability of like
Military grade.
yeah.
That's the era of the Nokia.
Oh, I know how to destroy a Nokia. You run over it with your forklift. That works.
I'll do it. Greetings. Somebody say greetings. I see you. Whoa. The 6 battery Game Gear. Whoa. Commodore 60 or Commodore Plus 4 or 64? I've used a Commodore 64. I have actually. My cousin had this other one that I've actually repaired. God, I'm showing my age. I've actually repaired tape, which you youngins don't know what that is. You remember in the movies where you see the thing spinning? The home version, you could put it on a cassette tape. You could record everything onto a cassette. Your computer, you could record it onto a cassette tape. I've had to repair those and run computer program. You had a tape computer? Okay. That was my cousin had that, and we spent a summer doing that. That was a fun time for computers, because you had books that came out that were like, you get a book like this thick, and it would be nothing but codes for games. So before you could play a game, you would actually have to program it in, then play it, and then if you wanted to play something else, you had to delete that one off, program in another one, play it. Oh yeah,
and I get all kinds of crap about having Tandy back in the day with Tandy 100, Tandy 1000, whatever it was.
Oh yeah, I remember there was a set of books like young adventure novels that you would read a story. This kid was a computer expert hacker thing, and you'd read the story, and then there would be like 15 pages of code, and then there would be more story. So what you would do is you'd read that story, and then you'd go home and you'd put in all the code on the computer, and it would be like a little mini game, like a little webcomic type thing that you'd get to see that next little chapter, and then you could go in and finish reading the next story, and then get some more code and do that. Those were cool.
We bounced back up. We're back at 17 on the live.
Hey. Yeah, that was back in the day. Very, very much so.
Back in the days before we had the internet.
Before the internet.
We had bulletin boards. All text-based bulletin
boards. Oh. You know, you'd stay up late at night listening to just so you could type in hello. And if you didn't know the number of the bulletin board, you weren't going anywhere. God, those were some days. They had some fun stuff you could do, or the fun potential with computers back then. If you really wanted to have fun with them, you had to learn code.
I remember my dad's buddy just furious because it cost him $3,000 to go from 8 megs of RAM to 16 megs of RAM.
I had a friend who had been waiting for 12 baud modem to come out. And he spent, and when he finally got it, he spent like $300 on this. And he's like, yeah, and he gets this, and like a month and a half later, it had jumped, the speed had doubled again, and the thing he bought was no longer worth as much as he bought it for. He's like, here, you can have this one. He goes and spins and buys the new one. I love those days. I saw somebody give me something. Who was that?
James Watson just sent roses.
Who sent roses?
James Watson.
James Watson, thank you so much. I do appreciate it. Because all of those go towards getting more dice for giveaways and stuff. That's what's awesome.
Or paying for the packaging.
Or paying for the shipping for this freaking box. Does everyone know about the box?
Read it off just in case.
How much does that thing weigh now?
Like 20 pounds?
Yeah, probably 20 pounds.
It depends. Has your stuff arrived yet?
No, I haven't received notification yet. Thank you. So, all right. This thing probably weighs...
Just Dancing Rose as well.
Thank you, Don. This thing probably weighs close to 10 pounds at this point.
So yeah, the coasters haven't showed up yet, and the demon dice haven't shown up yet. And
So, we have a bunch of miniatures. It was 16, but I threw in an extra one inside, so that we have a mystery mini in there.
The box of holding.
Somebody said I should dress it up like a mimic.
You're sending a bludgeoning weapon.
Alright, so all of the minis.
Hell, it's already heavier than some bludgeoning weapons.
Yeah, it is. There's owlbears, there's ogres. No, there's no ogres. Well, maybe an ogre. There's a vampire. There's vampires, there's no werewolves. I need to throw a werewolf in here.
Lions and tigers and bears.
Since
Putting the werewolf module in.
Yep, since there was now a werewolf module in there, I need to put in a werewolf. So there's the werewolf module. There are the AMDM approved player card that on the back says go forth and roll some more dice. And then there is the AMDM approved Dungeon Master card, which on the back says I can be bribed, or I accept bribes. This box can be yours for whoever wants to win the contest. We have dice. They're now in a leather bag. There's 3 sets of dice in here and a couple of buttons. I found this. I'm throwing this in. I'm just like... This is a little quick dry erase character thing from benmaribel.com. And it's got on the back, it's got just spots where you can write notes. On the front, just like hit points, character sheets, ammunition, just a little resource thing. And that brings us to all the peel and sticks. Excuse me. The reusable stickers for the dry erase book that has nothing but maps in it. So that's what I'm giving away. Someone got it. Not yet. This hasn't been. This is for the 10K giveaway.
The other giveaway was for Discord.
Yeah, I had a Discord this morning. We had a giveaway earlier for getting 200 people on the Discord channel.
Are your days now only 2 hours long?
It seems like it.
This morning was 30 minutes ago?
See, I worked the nights for 16 years. So my morning was always... I got to work and I said good morning to all the people that worked overnight with me because we all just got up. And then by the time I got off work, I was saying good morning to all the people that were coming in. So that's why it's always good morning. It's always morning.
I don't miss working overnight.
I don't either. Oh, well, I take that back. On some aspects, I do.
On that map, you got 5 different coasters.
Huh?
What's that about
What
that?
was that freeze?
Along with the map, I sent along 5 different coasters. You got one of the
5 coasters.
He fell down the harmonica stairs.
Liches be in the box.
One about the class. One of them was the class one, and then several.
All about class ain't showing up in a box. I'm telling you that now. That's gonna stay right here. Just saying.
I think that's what he sent for.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Liches, they be in the box. Owlbears. I'm sending my owlbear. That's in the box.
Which ladies?
The mimic. My friend.
Better than a dragon's sword. Yes, agreed.
Some kobolds with wings, kobold without wings. Boulette. Yeah, there's just some stuff in the box. There's just a few items. Not much.
Just going to be approximately 20 pounds of items.
I already have to get a bigger box because the gelatinous cube won't fit. It's too tall. My dog was doing things he shouldn't have been doing.
So, you pistol it?
Airsoft. I saw him starting to lift his leg. I took care of that. He got up on my game table again today. We spent all day yesterday cleaning up down here. I mean, I can actually, well, it's hard to, this shit's all the time. But it's mostly cleaned up, okay? It's 99% cleaned up. My desk over there still needs some work. But I got it all cleaned up, got it all mopped, got most of the laundry folded. Little bastard comes down here and pees on the floor again. Gets up on the table.
The reason I have trust issues.
The reason you have trust issues.
Yeah, that's Tony is right on that though.
Mimics are only one of the reasons we have trust issues.
So, somebody posted up on TikTok earlier, and I do edit it, about a mimic being a bard. Like mimicking a person. And that got me thinking, because in my campaign world, Changeling was the first race. And all elves, dwarves, all the other races evolved from changelings. And I got to thinking, because of mimics, I'm like, a mimic, there's a very good possibility a mimic is related to changelings. Which would make them related to any other race, but I'm going to play with that idea for a little while. It's going to be fun. All right. I know, in-game. You built a table. Awesome. Yeah, shifter, right. Shifter. I must have missed something in the thingies.
They had earlier said something about shifters are kind of like lycanthropes or werewolves already.
Oh, yes they are. Actually, I'm playing I have a bard. His name is Shea Agora. How are you doing? You can come listen to my band. We're Crowded Harmony. Pretty popular around these parts. Yeah, I got a shifter in my son's game. In that game, we're all bards. The entire party is bards.
Avoiding child support?
No, he was actually previously he was a werewolf, and he did some bad things and got is almost cured, so he's now only a shifter instead of a full-blown werewolf. And he's being chased by somebody he wronged. But in the process, he's rocking out. What a battle of the bands last time we played. Yeah, Battle of the Bands. It was against. Oh, I've got it written. I cleaned up now. I can't find my character sheet.
Always the way.
Actually. Oh, actually, I think I wrote my notes. Where the hell did my mouse go? My notes are in D&D Beyond. D&D Beyond. Oh, that's Izzy. There's Shay Agora.
We struggled for 2 days where we weren't getting anybody into the Discord. And an hour before and now we're like, we've gained 30 people.
I also went on there earlier and said I was like 3 people short from having a dice giveaway.
Yeah. Like, it was one every like 7 to 10 hours, and then like 2 hours.
Hey, thank you. Go roll some dice. Have some fun. All right, keep going.
Like 2 hours before the live, we started trickling in, and I think we're at 210 or 215 now.
That's awesome.
Yeah, since I was working at my parents today, I wasn't really paying attention to Discord, and I look and there's like 5 new people. Then I look back a little bit later, and there's another 3 or 4 new people.
And
I'm like, wow.
Yeah, 210.
I want to apologize to or they are not on the live here watching this. They're probably still in the Order of the Scale room. I think I scared them.
Ooh, what did you do?
Apparently there was an attack in the mess hall of the Order of the Scale barracks, and I went in there and as Commander Moore stepped into it and yelled at everybody.
Yeah, and they were all like, what is this? Because they're used to me being around as the captain. They completely forgot about the commander.
And did you see my my message back to you, Cerebus, after I left? After I walked out of that?
Yeah.
Just next time we attack them when they're sleeping, recruits. It was a good little thing, but I also let one of the guys know, hey, read the pinned message so you know what's going on. And I think it kind of, they thought I was like yelling at them, hey, make sure you know what you're doing before you come in here. No, I'm just, here's some more information. But yeah, that was the only time I'd had a chance to do something like that. It was fun.
I just got a message from Freeze. He said he put 1 D&D logo coaster and 4 It's All About Class coasters in there.
Why am I doing like this? Like, surf's up, dude. Yeah? Gonna go catch a wave, man. You said you had big news for this live. Did I miss it? Big news. I had big news for the last live. Did I mention big news? I don't think I had big news. But I have news. I have a sponsor. Freeze Productions and Demon Dice. And
That's true. We could go over the stuff that we revealed last week.
yes, let's go over this. For those of you that have missed, this will be an update. Last week on AMD Live. So we have some sponsors. In Freeze Productions, I keep calling it In Freeze because it was In Freeze on here. On our TikTok. Freeze Productions. 3D printing and laser etching. That sort of stuff. And oh wow. He's sending some stuff to be thrown in the box. And it looks really good. Some coasters. And I think he's sending a map. I'm not sure if he's still sending the map or not. But yeah, there's just some. This box is going to get heavy. And we have DemonDice.ca, who is sending me a bunch of dice, which means that box isn't the only thing that I'm actually giving away. That's the grand prize. I may take the stuff that Freeze is sending and Demon Dice are sending, put some of it in the box, and add some more winners. So there will be more people that win. So that's the grand prize, but there will be some other winners. So we have those, and I got a notification today that Fabled Flame on TikTok, she does D&D D20 candles, and some of them have scents that like leather armor, and they have dice inside, and she's sending me a couple, and one's going in the box. She's sending me two because my wife already said she's stealing one. So that's going. This box is getting big. And to pay for shipping, we've opened a Patreon account. So on Patreon, you will get, which you can check it out.
Reopen the Patreon and read down the line so that you don't
That's a good.
have the same problem last week.
This is why I have moderators.
I wasn't even here last week, and I caught your YouTube of this, so...
I think I was reading it last week. Oh, you thought? Well, the YouTube one was. I did one that was real short, and then one I was just kind of spouting off the top of my head, trying to remember everything.
Yeah, you did like 2 minutes of trying to do it by memory, and then you got back into the Patreon and just read down the line.
Yeah, because that's a smarter thing to do. And
Monitors. I think that's his name.
what's in the box? Is this some?
You literally just missed him going over what was in the box like 10 minutes ago. There's a bunch of minis, there's some dice, there is mat books, there's a module.
It's 10 pounds of box right now.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff in the box.
Nice. I'm doing all that while the page loads up. I'm going to need 3 people to carry it out when the rest of the stuff comes in.
Modders, feel free to join us on Discord. Link in AMDM's bio.
Yep. Alright, now I'm going to name down what's available on the Patreon. On the Patreon. Alright, so we have the basic NPC level. And the benefits of that, you get access to Parliament where you get to vote and shape what happens on this channel. And you come in there and we'll decide in the council chamber and we bring it to Parliament. And Parliament goes, yeah, I like that idea. Let's change this up. So that'll be something that y'all get to do to help shape what's going on here. You also get an early look at completed homebrews that Tormy just tears through. And
you also get like first crack at telling me or giving me ideas.
Yeah, he also works on y'all's ideas first. Early access. And you get the access to the Discord channels, and you get to throw an NPC name to a list. There's a channel on here on Discord that is called the NPC channel, and that's where you just get to throw a name in there, and I will use that name whenever I need a random name for an NPC.
Yes, you add a new name every month.
Every month. You thought it was just a reference to 7? No, there's an actual box, and there's lots of stuff in it. All right,
It's
so
a good reference. But
what's in the box? So that's it. That's at level 1, which is $3 a month. Moving up from there to $10 a month gives you all of the same stuff from the level 1. Plus, you get shopkeeper tier, which means you get to create a major NPC, somebody that the party will possibly interact with, as in a shopkeeper, a council member. We're talking major NPCs. We're talking named NPCs here with backgrounds and everything else. You basically just build a shopkeeper or this character and give me the information.
Somebody that'll likely continue to pop up.
Yes, a recurring character, not just the guy that's going to be on the side of the street. And of course, now, Tormy, did you go in here and look at the other stuff that was in here?
No, I haven't looked since we did the test.
Okay, well, so also, I'll get back to those. Those are bonuses. That's at $10 a month. At $20 a month, proved player. That is where I am going to pick a night, and I'm going to run y'all a D&D game. This is a guaranteed seat at the table, so to speak. It will be just 6 people and me, up to 6 people and me, playing Dungeons and Dragons. I will be running an open first come first serve game, but this is a guaranteed. You're going to play in a guaranteed campaign setting with me.
And the more we get, the more games you'll end up having.
Yeah. So if right now it'll just be 1 or 2, and then if I have to run a game every night, I'll run a game every night, except for Sundays and Mondays. Sundays is my home game, and Mondays is this. Plus, you also get all of that other stuff from earlier. Now, I guess Tormy doesn't know about this, but the other thing that you get for being this is if you continue these subscriptions over a 3-month period, at the main, the mid NPC level, the major NPC at the $10 level, you will also gain after 3 months a sticker, a mug, a neck gaiter, and a T-shirt. And you'll also gain those as the approved player. I believe this right now, the images that are on the mug, the T-shirt, and the neck gaiter are all just a map of Artilla, but I will probably be changing that out. My logo was not large enough for what they wanted, or it wasn't working out right, so I have to play around with that. But yeah, you're going to get a neck gaiter and a T-shirt, and as long as you are continuing, you'll get those every 3 months, as long as you continue following. That's the thing, you'll get out for every 3 months. I may change up the artwork on it. If I can get fan art, I may put fan art on there. That would be really cool.
That would be really cool.
That would be really freaking cool. So yeah, those are some of the perks you get. And then there's one last tier for any of those out there that are secretly multi-billionaires. I have a tier which is called On Call, where if you decide to purchase this tier on a monthly basis, I will come to wherever you are in the world and run a game for you at any time of day or night, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year, anywhere in the world. Of course, it's $50,000. It's $50,000 a month, but you pay that, and I will be anywhere. Plus, you get everything else that's on there. Get the T-shirt, the gaiter.
It was free.
I saw it. That's why I went. Freeze is taking that sponsorship and running with it. So that is the Patreon. That's what we're using it for. I'm using it to give back to y'all because this box, I won't be able to do this again because I don't have this stuff again. We lucked out because I'd gotten 2 copies of the same book and I never opened the other one. That's what I was giving away. I won't be able to do that again without help. And I would love to take the stuff we make from Patreon and turn it back into dice and books and things we can do to give out to the community. Because I love Dungeons and Dragons. And that's why I do this.
For the love of the game.
For the love of the game. I think I have that book. I've got a lot of books about D&D, and I think one of them's called I think there's one called For the Love of the Dice or something like that. So, any questions? Any comments? Anybody on Twitch?
No. Twitch is,
Freeze. Alright, how many places are you going to say hello, Freeze?
Every place is Freeze.
It's everywhere I look, Freeze is there. That's good. Oops, somebody I haven't mentioned. Oh, DM advice. Oh, I think it's somebody responding. You need a Discord stream chat channel.
Oh yeah, I told him to just hop in and say what he wanted.
Yeah, that's I guess we do. We could probably put one of those on here.
Yeah, we can.
That way.
Tormy's already on it, I'm sure.
I zoned out, honestly. What? What? Streaming?
A stream chat channel.
A channel for talking to us during streams on Discord.
Oh, somebody sent me something. What'd you do? What is it? Sent good night. Ah, thank you. Toller Williams 2. If only my schedule wasn't so wonky, it's hard to get a good group. Actually, it can be. That is the worst thing about Dungeons and Dragons is getting people scheduled at the same time. What is my favorite? This is asked by Sarah Elizabeth Moss 5. I'm not sure if Sarah Elizabeth is still in here. I don't know when that popped up. Sarah Elizabeth. Oh, there's the question. What is my favorite class for D&D? As a player or a DM? I'm partial to clerics. There was just something about, and I think it was first or second edition, probably first edition, where the cleric could not use an edged weapon. They weren't allowed to. But it wasn't a club, the mace. That was just a fucking kick-ass weapon. And I kind of fell in love with clerics at that point. But my favorite is probably the original bard. Not this thing that goes around going, I'm a bard. No, I'm talking to the original bard. 5 levels of fighter, 5 levels of rogue, and then a druid. But yeah, those were my favorite classes. How do I feel about custom races in my campaign? Okay.
As long as they're approved.
Yeah, as long as they're approved and not just strange. And with what was it, with Tasha's, they basically said, here, just put 2 points in 2 places and you're good. It's custom races are easy. Calm down. You can't eat anybody. Yes, it's a Mimic shirt. I originally bought this shirt for my wife because she's got the armor, the Mimic armor. But I stole it.
Oh, she's playing that character?
My wife is playing Clay, the fighter, yeah.
That is hilarious.
It is.
I mean, it's a really cool idea to have Mimic armor. I really like that idea. I bet she's interesting at the table.
My wife is very much a fighter. She likes playing fighters. She's found this out.
There you go. You have a channel for it in Discord now.
We have a chat channel on Discord now. Live chat, speaking up. All right. Of course, you can just come into the Discord room and say, "Hey, I have a question." Okay. Somebody said something. It's a Warlock Archer.
Warlock Arcane Archer from 3rd edition?
Warlock could.
Okay. Customized races, no problem. You love necromancers. Necromancers are awesome. It's all the body lifting. Dead weights. Yeah, I've seen that joke 5,000 fucking times this week. You have any advice on making homebrew monsters? My best advice is I don't do a lot of homebrew monsters simply because I've got a monster manual and I've not used half the monsters out of it. And then every book I get has more monsters in it. I don't feel the need to homebrew that often when it comes to monsters. What I may do, because my players read the books, I will reskin them. For the example, when I say reskin them, in the game I ran with for Barnabas, Governor Barnabas, I just reskinned a failed Dragon Knight or something like that, and just said, yeah, that looks good. So I do a lot of reskinning. I don't necessarily do some homebrews. Oh, it does fire damage. Now it does ice damage. And that's pretty much all I do. I leave the rest of the mechanics in there. I want to see a Mimic Bard. I want to see a Mimic Bard too. I want to play a Mimic Bard now. Arcane Archer. Arcane Archer has been I've loved the concept of it, but the execution of it has not been that good. I think it would just be better if it was built around the Wizard's class instead of trying to build it onto a Ranger class. Give it just full-blown spells where their focus is the bow and arrow. But that's just me.
Arcane Archer could just be Ranger, but you make scrolls like a wizard or off of wizard spells.
Yeah.
And the scroll gets wrapped around the arrow.
That's something
That's a simple fix.
Yeah, the way they wrote every time they've written the Arcane Archer, they've tried to go like really specialized with it, and I think they're trying to get too specialized. Ranger is one of the classes that gets
Kicked in the shins a lot.
Yeah, it gets shit upon a lot, and there's a lot of potential there.
Rangers.
Yeah.
I mean, I actually am playing a Ranger in 2 different games right now.
3.5 Ranger was fine. They weren't busted, but they were fine. 3.0, they were literal garbage.
Yeah.
They were 1/3 a fighter.
And see, that was the problem. They weren't a fighter. They weren't a thief. They were more useless than a bard.
They were 1/3 a fighter and 1/3 a druid, and that's it. In 3rd edition.
Yeah,
they weren't the full class. In 3.5, they actually got some stuff.
You know, come to think of it, 3.0 Ranger is closer to the original concept of a bard than what the modern bard is.
I also preferred 3rd edition and 3.5 edition bard over current bard. Because current bard is just a wizard that drank through college.
I kind of like current bards. I don't like the base wizard book.
My main reason for not liking them is in previous editions, their song or entertainment or whatever hit all of their allies. Now it's one. Their inspiration, the thing that they've made the entire class around is not what it's built to be.
Yeah, there's
much like my gripes with Artificer.
Yeah, I was kind of upset with Artificer. Is that the voice? Hold on. I missed something here. 5e had to make a complete rework of a subclass because it was unusable. They've done that with a lot of subclasses. Melee or magic multi? I like magic multis. Is that the voice? What voice? There are a lot of voices in my head. Which one are you referring to?
Oh yeah, that's that Ranger subclass that's Tony drew up the other day was awesome.
That yes. In
join us on Patreon to find out more.
Join us on Patreon to find out about the subclass for Ranger that I did last night.
That you did last night.
2 nights ago, Saturday.
Did I read this subclass?
Traps.
Oh yeah. Okay, sorry. Yes. That's I like that. It's a unique take on it. It's a different from being the bounty hunter. I
mean, you can still do the bounty hunting thing with traps.
But it's I like that it's traps. You're trying to is that Craven? Craven was trying. Is he the one asking? Is that the voice? See, okay, now I see. I have a hard time. I can see the letters because they're white, but the names are gray, so they blend in the background a little bit more.
Come on, don't you recognize his picture?
I'm sitting at least a foot away from it, and that picture's like this freaking big. And if I don't look exactly through the perfect part of my glasses, I can't read it. Oh yes, the whole crew is here.
Well, Freeze will be back, but
double checking. I really need to change what I write in the. Because that still says talk a lot one shot on Twitch. Running around with 50 charisma and 30 strength, you must still be playing 3.5. Because you're not getting that high in 5. And thank you.
Not unless you're playing, like, literal monster races.
Even some of the monster races don't have that high.
Most of them don't have that high. Like, charisma and strength that high, you would have to be one of the, like, super high...
3.5. Called it.
3.5 is all about stacking, and so many of us loved it for it.
It's a great system. It was... I give it shit, but 3.5 is a great system. If you like the numbers. If you like the numbers and the stacking and all of that stuff. It's great for that. And when I was younger, I enjoyed the number crunching. I enjoyed the hell out of the number crunching, trying to get the best possible build you could get in there. And all right, if I take this feat and I pair it with this class and this race at this level, I should be able to do this much. I loved doing that. I don't do that anymore. That's not how I play anymore.
It was a different time and a different play style. It was very methodical.
Yeah.
Now it is a lot more about the story, and I like both.
Yeah, if I want to get my crunch fix now, I just and I do. I'll go about once a year. I'll be like, oh, I need to play a different system. I need to wash out the D&D and bring in something else just to help refresh. So I'll get into Rifts. I'll play the Omegaverse, and then I'll go, bring me back to D&D, and I'll be good.
One of these days, like, the council has to get together and play, like, Dread or 10 Candles or one of the other things that don't use dice and where you just screw with each other.
Okay. I've got the rules for Dread. I've read through the rules for Dread.
Dread is fantastic. We can't do it over the internet. No.
That's the problem. You can't play Dread over the internet. I bet you, I'm willing to bet, if I did a search, I could probably find a virtual Jenga game.
Yes, you could. There's one on Steam. However,
see, it can be
however, the controls for it are not the same as being able to touch and move things yourself.
Oh, I know that. Bad enough trying to pick up something in a game when dexterity is not important. Something like Jenga? Shh. Might as well play the surgeon game where you...
Actually, you know what? We could do it. We could replace Jenga with pickup sticks. Or not with pickup sticks, with, God damn it, what was the game? Kerplunk.
Kerplunk? Never played Dread. Dread is...
Same idea.
Okay. Was it Craven that asked that?
Yeah.
Alright. So Dread is a game where you use a Jenga tower as your mechanics. And basically, it's a storytelling game. You're telling a story of what's going on. Usually it could be anything. But it's usually something with high tension and high risk. Because every time you decide to attempt to do something, you have to move a Jenga piece. If you fail, if you knock over the tower, your character's dead. No ifs, ands, or buts, you're dead. And then it goes on with the next player, and they continue, and the tower gets rebuilt, and they continue playing. So yeah, it uses the Jenga tower to build actual tension, and I think it's a really cool mechanic.
I think my favorite Let's Play that I saw of Dread, they basically ran through a scenario for Cabin in the Woods.
Was that the one with Taliesin and...
That's my second favorite. That was really fucking good, and I loved all of the stuff that they did for both seasons of it. I gotta find where the other one was, but they ran through an actual, like, there were NPCs that were off screen that were doing the control room.
Hi, how are you?
Hi, I was really hoping that it would come out of my headphones and not... How are you?
I'm doing alright. We're just talking about Dread.
About what?
Dread. The RPG?
Dread.
Not the existential crisis
I've never played.
the game.
Well, we were just talking. It's an RPG that uses Jenga as a game mechanic.
The game with the where you pull stuff out?
With the blocks, yeah.
Oh. Well, that's an interesting mechanic.
Yes, because if you knock it over, you die.
Oh.
That's
I'm dead.
That's the game of Dread. I happen to have it within reach, too. Or close enough within reach.
Oh, no. Yeah, I can see why it's called Dread.
Oh, yeah, I haven't, my kids have read through, I've read through this, my kids have really, read into it. We just haven't had a chance to play. It's a matter of that time.
I mean, it sounds fun.
Huh?
It sounds fun.
It seems like it's going to be fun once we actually get to play it. So what are you working on? I see you fiddling with something.
Yeah, I've got all these, little things from my mom's, jewelry boxes upstairs that she doesn't use, so I'm just sort of, organizing them and, seeing what's in them and stuff.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But also, did you know, you got invited to the Discord server. I don't know if you joined or not.
So which Discord server?
A bunch of TikTok creators, D&D TikTok creators, are in a server.
Oh, no, I haven't been on TikTok that long today. I was doing other things.
That makes sense. Well, Junie should have messaged you. So, whenever you're done with the live, I guess you could check it out.
Yeah, I'll have to do that.
Congratulations.
Cool. I'm going on another server. That's awesome. Well, I warn you, I'm always...
Yeah,
You should probably mention that there's more than just you talking.
Oh yeah, I got my Discord up right now. We're chatting on that, and so the people on Discord are like, "Who is he talking to? He's just looking over to the side talking to people. There's nobody there."
Hi, I'm Phoebe.
So those of you who aren't on the, see, look, here, let me.
Those of us who aren't the 12 people watching your live.
Yes,
Hello.
there. Now we.
There's some really cool stuff that I just don't have any to. Oh, like this. I could modify that into a little pendant for cosplays and stuff.
Oh, that's cool.
A little sun, creepy little face.
Another thing with stuff like that, whenever your characters, you're running a game, and they find a magical amulet, throw that out on the table for them. Little things like that are great. I love doing little things like that.
And that is why I am a hoarder. Mom is too, though. That's why she does all this stuff.
Most crafters and artists are hoarders.
As my wife calls it, pack rat.
Yeah.
Oh. So now, I can check TikTok without touching that one. Because I'm on my home PC.
This might just be like a child's necklace, but if it hooks, there's no hook. Okay, I'll find a hook for this, but it's the size of an actual choker. So even though it's kind of childish, I could
That's
use
cool.
that for something.
All right, let's move that over there. And move this
I
over
probably...
No,
That
freeze.
might be the necklace I wore.
That's the friend.
Oh, sorry.
You're good.
here. And what was freeze?
Freeze
Yes,
as
that
on.
was your wife.
No. Messages.
Ooh. I got this little guy. Costume jewelry from thrift stores is great for that. Exactly, but this is free because it's all my mom's.
I forget she's talking to her people as well. I'm sitting here like she's talking to me. You know.
Yeah, sorry, there was someone in my
No,
comments.
that's fine. You're the first person that's duetted, quote unquote, duetted one of my live streams. So thank you. I'm honored.
I'm better at talking to people rather than just to myself. So
That's why I turn on my Discord. My mods on there are like giving me something to say.
So what do you think about this tacky fish? It's kind of hard to see.
And I'm blind as a bat, so I can barely see it to begin with.
Yeah. I might need to...
All the people in my Discord just seem to be getting real close to the camera.
We can count your nose hairs. It's okay.
That's all right.
Shoot. I just did a magic trick because something completely different was in my hand, and now this is in my hand. I don't know how that happened.
It's magic. Everyone.
ADHD plus sleight of hand is a real good drug.
Yes. Yes, it is.
Oh, I guess I can't check those messages. I'll have to check them after the live because it won't let me. Whoa! All right, things got a little weird there.
Oh, you can actually log on to TikTok on your computer, so you can.
That's what I was trying to do, but
Oh shoot!
all of the messages were saying this message can't be seen on the browser. You'll have to open it up in the app.
Well, that's silly.
Yeah, that's the way it goes.
I'm tempted to just cut one of these strings.
So, do y'all have any questions for her while we're here? While we have her here?
Actually, Freeze just posted, do you want a ton of chainmail jewelry supplies?
Oh God, I
believe that was for her.
That was for her. Okay, I have I have a ton of chainmail jewelry supplies.
Cool. I do have chainmail jewelry. 1 second. I have like one. I don't know if it's. Oh, yeah. I don't know if you can see it. 1 second. There's a light over here. So if I just. So much. But yeah, there we go.
Oh, that's a nice piece.
Right?
I can't do chainmail anymore. After about 15 minutes, my hands go.
Oh.
I used to do a lot of it. My wife stole all of it.
That's not good.
Yeah, and she keeps adding it to her jewelry box.
The little shit. I know it's hard to see. That's annoying that it's hard to see, but I don't want to set up a light because I'm just kind of like hyper-focusing on this right now.
That is not a problem.
Bullshit.
All right.
For those of us who don't already follow her, where could we?
Oh, on TikTok, of course.
She was,
Tic-tac.
she was one of the side quest Saturdays.
Yeah, she was a side quest Saturday. If you're not following her already, you should be ashamed of yourselves.
What are you doing? What?
Y'all should be ashamed of yourselves.
Saturdays are really awesome, by the way.
I got one of the girls I worked with. She was about to hit 10K, and that was the first side quest I had done, and I was like, this is kind of awesome. So then I picked somebody else. I don't remember who the next person was. I picked somebody and said, go out to do them, and then I had them, just like I did with you, had them pick the next person. And I'm like, I don't really have to do anything but hold up a picture and say, go follow this person now. It works great for me.
Yeah, it's a bit lazy, but it works.
Drop their name down at the bottom, so that's all. As soon as I see it, I just go ahead and click the name and go to theirs and start going through their content, because most of them are amazing content creators out there.
Yeah, and that's what I love about it, because most of them I'll be honest, I didn't see your work until you were mentioned in the side quest.
How dare you?
And you'd never pulled up on my For You page at that point. And yeah, so once I got that, I was like, oh, I loved that aspect, because I get to see new content. I get to steal from another D&D player.
Yeah.
That's the whole.
I mean, that's kind of the whole thing about D&D. Everything is stolen.
Chainmail Jewelry Supplies. That she wants to send you her address to send it to. He'll get it to her.
So if you want that chainmail jewelry surprise, we just need a place to ship it. If you want to DM me or Nathaniel Freeze.
Yeah. 100%. Yeah, I can DM you. That sounds awesome.
And he'll get it out there to you. If you haven't seen Freeze's stuff,
I'll have to.
He does 3D printing and laser etching on stuff. Oh, it's just really cool.
Give it 3 or 4 weeks, he'll also be into something else as well.
Probably so. I know he's here listening somewhere. What map are you sending us, Freeze?
Skyrim was the one.
Okay.
That, he
Laser etched on leather Skyrim map.
Oh, nice.
And that's going in my.
That is awesome.
That's what's going in my 10K giveaway.
Oh damn! That's going to be cool.
That's going to be very cool.
Yeah. I'm just going to say, on that 10K video thing, you're definitely going to get, like, a lot more followers on your... Because, like, if you're going to post about it and then say if you're following and comment, is that what you're going to do? Because, like...
They've got to follow, and I haven't fully 100... I'm going to probably create a video and say, all right, guys, this is the video that you need to comment on if you want to be entered to win. So all the entries are just on one video, and I can just pull everything from that one video.
I'm just going to say, because that prize is that awesome, you're probably going to get like a crap ton more people following you after that.
I hope so.
Oh, yeah, that's pretty much for sure.
I mean, the goal is to not have to work at a day job ever again, but, you know.
Right?
I want this to be my day job.
Right? This is so much more fun than, well, I mean, my other job, my internship, pretty much the same thing.
Oh, really? Not mine.
Yeah.
I sell kitchens.
Not similar at all, I would say.
No, well, talking to people, I convince them to do things that they don't want to do. So that's pretty close to being a dungeon master.
Fair enough.
I really don't know if I need to whole redo the entire thing. Yes, I think you do.
So I'm going to clean these up because I think they might be silver. If they're not silver, it's not very high quality. This was a terrible idea. I should have set up my setup before I did this. But some of these are like silver and I can like fix them up, which is fun.
Alright.
And then some of these are just gaudy little animal earrings. This is a lizard. This is a heart. 10 out of 10.
Staying.
This is not an earring. I have no idea what that is, but going in the discard pile.
Sorry, guys. I didn't mean to block the camera on that. Well, I do magic tricks when I try to set up the light. I do magic tricks, or at least I used to. I used to do the prestidigitation. The card tricks, the whole 9 yards.
Ooh. Yeah. I don't do magic tricks, unfortunately. I think I got a magic trick kit for Christmas once, and then I never used it.
Oh, I had gotten I had originally gotten into it because I wanted an interesting way to present a business card. And I saw some magicians, and then I picked it up and ended up doing birthday parties and like I was a equipment manager for a magic show in Houston.
Awesome.
Back in the day.
Yeah, I was a member of the International Brotherhood of Magicians. I've talked to David Copperfield and the Pendragons. Yeah, I've done some things in my time.
That's pretty cool, man. I didn't know that.
Oh yeah, I used to do all kinds of stuff. And all of my equipment got stolen out of the back of my car.
What?
Yeah, well,
that's horrible.
Yeah, what's really bad is it was... Alright, my wife worked at a convenience store. Or a little Chevron gas station. I worked at the Denny's right next door. And both of these are directly in front of the police station.
That tracks.
All of my equipment was in tackle box, a big tackle box. They didn't think they were stealing magic supplies. They thought they were stealing fishing tackle. So some poor sap got a bunch of pieces of rope, some foam balls, some metal cups, like 5 different sizes of wands, bunch of deck of cards. So he gets what he deserved.
That sucks even more because, like, they didn't even get anything out of it. Like,
they get what they deserve for stealing my shit.
Yeah. I'm just saying no one benefited from that situation.
No, that's all right. I moved from there, and it wasn't worth doing the magic anymore where I moved because it was too small of a town.
You could have done birthday parties?
No, actually, I tried. There wasn't enough people in the town to warrant it. In Houston, it was no problem finding people that were going to pay me $100 to babysit their kids for 3 hours. Or for an hour doing magic tricks. You try to do that in a small...
That's what you're doing, ain't it? Now you're just making
I had 5 tricks that I did for kids. And I could do those 5 tricks for a birthday party and entertain 25 kids for an hour. get paid $100, and I'm gone. And because I could do the same 5 tricks over and over for every one of these kids.
Nice.
Because they were all like, "Oh, do it, me." So I'm like, "Hey, no problem." Just
children are stupid.
Precisely. And that was great.
Much harder.
Now you go from Houston to this small little town that has 5 stoplights total. People aren't paying $100 for you to babysit their kids when they can just kick them outdoors and say, "Go play in the woods for an hour."
Right.
I found the matching set. They're really pretty. I don't know if you can see them at all, but like, they're pretty.
So those are nice.
Yeah, they are.
Are y'all watching it on the TikTok as well?
The tiki-taki.
The tiki-takis?
The Tic Tac.
Yep, you know me.
I'm almost done on Penguin
We're live, then I'm definitely on TikTok, Twitch, and Discord, so...
Yeah, I got all 3 of them open, and then after this, I'll take the Twitch and send it to my YouTube channel, so I can still keep posting things on there. Hi, how are you doing?
Doug the Drake is, or Doug as in Drake, has...
Love the mug, thank you. This is where I got the idea for my logo.
It's a nice logo.
Thank you.
Anyway, I'm almost done putting these away, and I don't want anyone to see me do the rest of my room because it's terrible and a mess. So I'm gonna go.
That's not wrong. Thank you for stopping by.
Yeah, and I'll DM you, and you should check your DMs when you're done with the...
Oh, I definitely will.
Don't forget the address.
Awesome.
Yeah, that's what she was just talking about.
Alright.
See you later, hopefully.
Alright, you have a good night.
You're missing it. Luke is over here adding his 2 cents every time somebody says something.
Well, that was cool. We had a guest.
That's awesome.
That was very cool. Have a decision to make and don't know which way to go. Well, what is the decision? Mark the Pyro?
Yep.
Mark the Pyro. So what's the decision, Mark? Maybe we can help out. Talk to me. Somebody said Mr. Man. Who's Mr. Man?
This time on AMDM Live.
Oh, you're trying to... Wait. Okay, Nick... We will be covering the articles of... And our guest appearance will be...
Yeah, that was cool. I'm excited about that. So, Nick Gafunt, you need to come over to my Discord, which is in the bio, which is probably right there, if I'm not mistaken. Go check that out. I have a Looking for Game group on my Discord. In fact, there's a live role-playing game, freeform RP going on in the Order of the Scale room, but make sure you read the pinned messages in both the Order of the Scale in-game and out-of-game chat rooms. After a guest leaves, you got to fix your audio, things like Bluetooth and audio, then come back to phone fix. Huh? So, can y'all hear me on TikTok? All right.
Hang on, let me turn up the audio on TikTok.
Audio devices.
They're saying my audio is all weird.
Yeah, it's all weird.
If
Alright.
you have any other audio devices you can attach, it'll fix TikTok.
I don't have any audio devices.
It was a tip from one of the the new members of the Discord.
Oh, I don't have an audio. I don't have any other. Oh, wait a
You guys
minute.
are still good.
So evidently, he says,
I'll be back, guys.
yeah, switch it to the Bluetooth, and then switch it back, and it'll fix it, maybe? But yeah, it's all weird. I don't know if you can... Oh no, you quit talking, but yeah.
Alright, how's it sound now?
No, still messed up.
Still messed
Say
up.
something.
Is it still messed up? Do I need to keep going?
You sound like you're talking through a small phone book worth of rice paper.
That was weird.
It's like...
Still underwater. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't have any headphones. This is my stinking phone. No. Let's cancel. I'm trying.
It is a cool voice modulator effect. I agree.
Yeah, I don't have anything to. I'm not hooked up to anything.
Or end your live and restart it.
Let's try this. Let's try this. Oh, looks like I lost connection anyway. Okay. Get rid of that. Okay, now does this? How's it sound?
It's not back up.
It's not back up. It's still down. Are we good?
Oh, there we go.
Are we good? Are we
You're
good?
good, yeah.
We're good. What I did was attempt to connect to a pair of headphones that I currently do not have anywhere near me. Good. That was cool. That was the first time somebody had. Actually, I think somebody tried last week to connect to me live, but I didn't know what was going on, and I clicked the wrong button. So, but that was cool.
Yeah, that was really cool. I mean, I don't know if I've watched a lot of her stuff since the Side Quest Saturday. She is super hardcore, all about paladins.
Oh yeah! Oh, and I missed the chance. Oh, I was gonna say something. Oh man, I forgot all about that. I could have said something about her and Brooklyn and the Bards, their Paladin War.
Yeah, yeah, that's funny. So I've never seen TikTok wars before until I started watching her stuff.
And it's a blast to watch it. I saw somebody do he started doing verse against the Paladins, and I was diss rapping them, and I thought it was hilarious. From the Branch County neighborhood. All right, where's Branch County at? I'm not familiar with that neighborhood. It's a good neighborhood. We're down to 6 people. Three of them are probably also on my Discord live.
Yep.
All right, so how about this? What's that over there? Those of y'all that are still on TikTok, why don't y'all come over to Discord and check us out over there? Greater bag of holding, or how much telepathy? Bag of holding. Of course, the bag of holding.
Yeah.
Always bag of holding.
Always the bag of holding, definitely.
Because how can I have the bag man if I don't have a bag of holding? So yeah, why don't y'all come over to the Discord and we'll talk over here. And I can shut the Twitch down, I can shut. Yeah, well, I'll shut the Twitch.
Shut everything.
I'm gonna
Shut everything but the Discord down.
I'm dropping it all down to Discord. So come on over to Discord, and we will talk over there. Because I'm really wanting to read my messages now. All right, so you guys that aren't coming over, thank you for joining us, and I appreciate it. Everything.
You should also invite her over to our Discord.
I will once I go through. I gotta go check out this
You're going to
creative.
be like 3 or 4 minutes going through your TikTok stuff to figure it out.
Yeah. So lower. Come over to the Discord. I'm shutting down TikTok. Thank you all. If you don't want to come over, that's cool. So if you're not going to come over to Discord, at least go forth and roll some dice. Y'all have a good night over there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can close this now.
I want to use some analytics. I'll do that.
I'm going to make one more board over in Basics.
All right. While you're doing that, I'm going to say goodbye to Twitch.
Do it.
Well, I guess it's right here because this is the same thing. So those of you on Twitch, thank you for stopping by. I don't see any of you in chatting, so I don't know if you're actually watching this or not. But those of you on Twitch, those of you that are going to watch it later on YouTube, thank you for stopping by and watching this train wreck of a show. Yay! That's all I've got to say. Go forth and roll some dice. Y'all have a good night.